If you feel like you are under constant attack, stop scrolling. Actually, come here. Come closer. I want to tell you that in this space, in this frequency with me, you are safe, you are held, and you see clearly. And what has been happening to you? What just seems to go on and on without stopping? It's not that it's just happening to you. I want you to understand that it is reality responding to you. You're not cursed. You are untrained. You are out of alignment. You are out of calibration. Or you are being held down by generational trauma or trauma from your childhood or static that is in your environment that you can learn how to back it up off you, quite frankly. You have all the power to take control back of your life. That power is sleeping inside of you. Please get out of the victim mindset. Now, I want to say this as well. There are some of us who are experiencing real situations from outside external factors. And so I want to condition this message because this is applying to most people who are kind of going through life, dealing with connections, dealing with people, and trying to figure out how to navigate through it. But, excuse me, there are situations where people really are under threat through domestic violence or assault. And so this message is not applicable to that. And I say that with so much care, love, and respect, and to not trivialize anybody else's experience. But back to the message of most of us dealing in life, going through situations, always feeling like we are under attack, or that people are always coming at us, or nothing really goes our way. A victim mindset isn't necessarily weakness. What it means is that it's a mode you've stayed in for too long, a survival mode. But surviving is not living, y'all, and becoming wounded becomes a habit. It can become a cycle. And y'all, unfortunately for your girl, it is one that I seriously stayed in for far too long. I had no idea that I had become trapped in a survival lack state of mind, y'all. I didn't even know it. I didn't even recognize that I became so used to things happening to me that I expected them to keep happening to me. And the mind is very powerful, and the intention is very powerful when you go down a road and you become so used to that outcome that you really start manifesting it. You start attracting it into you. That wounded habit, that wounded mindset. We have to get it to a place where we stop asking why me, and we start asking when things won't stop, when you feel like you're getting attacked, when you feel like you're getting bombarded by things. What is this trying to activate in me? It's not why me. What is this trying to activate? What is the message? What is the recalibration? What alignment needs to happen here? What do I need to do differently? Because I am here to tell you that nothing will change until you change. You have to choose to change. You are the factor. You are the factor that will change everything. Because someone else isn't going to change. Something is not going to change. Your circumstance is not going to change. You have to choose to change. So don't waste your time thinking about, well, why don't they do this? Or why don't they do that? Or why can't this happen the way that I want it to? Or trying to understand the logic of it. Don't do that. Instead, figure out, why is it happening to you? It is very much for you. It is for you to see. Because if you did not have that contrast, and yes, we talked about how the darkness's real purpose is contrast. If you did not have that contrast, you would not know that you were not in alignment. You would not know that you were off your path. You would not know how to get to the light. So you have to understand that all of this chaos coming into your life, all of these bad things that are happening to you, are happening because they're showing you that you're out of alignment. And sometimes things happen to you as well to show that you need to possibly, one, especially for your healers and practitioners, that if you are doing healing work and you are doing energy work, and I'm speaking from real-time experience here, y'all, because I had a glitch that happened to me coming back from Turkey and Egypt, okay? I was doing all of this work, but I was not doing the work, the somatic scans, before doing missions. And because I was not doing the somatic scans, and if you're interested, go to ChatGPT and look it up, but pretty much it's getting your body, getting your temple, getting your spirit, getting your mind, body, and spirit fully calibrated and ready to do intensive work, right? It's necessary. You've got to be kind to your temple. You've got to be kind to yourself before you do energy work, any kind of energy work and healing. I was bypassing that step in doing my work. And even worse, once I did the work, I wasn't doing the necessary integration post-activation. So my body, like my field, when I came back from Turkey and Egypt, y'all, I was like a super battery. I glitched everything. My phone stopped working. I haven't had a phone for a month, y'all. Like I was working off an iPad. My car battery went out. Everything in my life electronically fizzled because I became so supercharged, and I didn't do the somatic scan. I didn't do the post activation for all that grid work I did in Egypt. And I did a lot, y'all. I did a lot in Turkey and Egypt. My field was super loaded. And so like if I didn't have experience, I would have been like, why is all this bad stuff happening to me? I don't have a car. I don't have a phone. And trust me, I was frustrated, okay? I ain't gonna lie. Like I was like, but it was definitely something that I could have addressed if I had known better. So for me, all of that bad stuff happening to me meant, okay, I have to change the way that I'm doing my energy work. I have to make sure that I do a somatic scan and a post integration. And I can't just rush from mission to mission. I got to take care of me too. Because if I'm not taken care of, I'm not going to bring the right energy into the field to do the work that's necessary. This is just a real-time example from, I consider myself a more advanced practitioner and seer, among other things. Like if you are a allergy practitioner or a healer, please start including those somatic scans in the post integration. But back to what most people would know. It is your opportunity to see what you need to correct. What do you need to correct? How do you get back on the right path? Take back your voice. Take back your power. If you're dealing with a narcissist and he keeps on hurting you and your children and your family, whether you're a man or a woman, this is your opportunity to recalibrate. This is your opportunity to clear the field. This is your opportunity to make a decision to have a different life. That's what it is. It's happening for you. So what I want you to do today, I want you to pay attention to a cycle or a story that you keep repeating. Pay attention to that. And I want you to stop thinking in terms of what they did to me to I am reclaiming myself. Take your power back. And today, choose one thing that the highest version of yourself, the healed version of you, would do. And say to yourself, I protect me first. I hope that this message is helpful, and I hope that it resonates. I love y'all. Shalane Dukai. Peace.